keep your calls clear. Support so smooth, your clients cheer. Smart tech powering your team all day. MyCallCloud, the cloud call away.
Welcome to the MyCallCloud Podcast, and this is Noah, Raymond, and Rafsan Bhuiyan, CEO and founder of OrionQ.
Thanks, Noah. Thanks for having me here.
Welcome, Rafsan. Good to have you. We're going to have a great chat today. We were actually chatting before this, and the conversation was super fluid, very easy, and in context.
Yes, absolutely.
And out of context, both, but that's okay.
Fun conversation.
Absolutely. So everybody's going to want to know, you're going to start with your origin story. Why did you start OrionQ?
The reason behind starting OrionQ was actually a little bit personal. And I always was interested in artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to be a software engineer. So as I was progressing in my career after the military, which I served 7 years in the U.S. Army.
Oh, I didn't know that. What did you do in the Army? We'll take a segue on that. What did you do in the Army?
I was a wheeled vehicle mechanic.
Okay.
I was fixing big trucks like diesel.
Big diesel trucks.
Yeah, diesel trucks all day. And then I would study at night.
Yeah.
To make sure that I get my degree and I code, do whatever I can.
Oh, you were doing school while you were in the military?
Yes.
Wow.
Full time. Oh,
you were a busy guy.
Good for you.
Yeah. And I had a vision. And I started serving the DoD. I held lots of roles, data science engineer. And I wanted to go to Johns Hopkins really bad.
Okay.
For master's in artificial intelligence. I have a bachelor's in computer science.
Right.
So I got it. I got into Johns Hopkins. And as I was studying and I saw that I'm working and studying, it was too much for me, man.
Yeah.
Like I was like, okay, you know what? I love artificial intelligence, but what are my other options here?
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Maybe if I get a job in AI, somehow I go from data scientist to machine learning to AI,
Yeah.
I think I'll be able to learn a lot more than just studying, and I'll self-study.
School is so slow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was super slow. It didn't make sense because things were already moving fast, and I'm talking about 2021.
Right.
So, yeah, anyways. So moving fast forward,
Okay.
that burning urge for artificial intelligence, and you saw ChatGPT and all that kick off. So I was like, and I saw so many organizational problems not getting the right context.
Right.
And that's really what we were trying to solve as individuals, as an enterprise, as a company, is getting the right context to make the next best decision or the next right move. Not all moves. And I keep thinking about it, and I feel like success is the combination of your choices.
Oh, yeah,
and
absolutely.
the more right combination, the better you go, and it can take you completely off course. So I built OrionQ, and just like this, I was on a podcast talking about revenue intelligence, and I was saying how we can bring business customers closer to our clients that are businesses.
Right.
So it's a B2B software. Currently, we send text messages or email or try to add our energy, our expression of our company into this email, but it doesn't work very well. I think it needs a presentation. It also needs a little bit of patience and attention, which we can't have if, as a sales executive, you're constantly sending out emails.
Yeah.
Then you're an emailer.
Right.
you're and it takes away so much time, and there's so much tech stack. So I said, okay, we have a lot of tech stack. How about we build a revenue context graph? How about we build a platform that sits on top of all these amazing, wonderful tech, CRMs, phone, SMS, database, product database, and this platform's its sole role is fast information exchange.
Okay, now tell everybody what you named this thing.
The name is OrionQ.
And then your main product is
Revenue Intelligence Platform.
RIP.
Revenue.
Rest in peace, everybody. Rest in peace.
With Rafsan's.
I will take care of everything.
Rafsan's going to take care of everything. He's got it. He's got it for everybody. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you started OrionQ. We've had a pretty cool relationship starting out so far. I'm excited to see where you take this in general with your business and what you want to do. But it's, you do have a large tech stack. You have some really cool product out there right now, and you're trying to live that dream, right? You're building the business. Because when did you start this thing? When was the official start date?
January last year.
January 2025 or 2026?
2025.
2025. Okay, so you got a year.
Yeah.
You have a year and a few months under your belt.
Yes.
So it's still that roller coaster of, am I going to be able to buy food tomorrow? Just kidding, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows of that new business structure, and the
Correct.
the pain points and the joy and all of these things come at you.
All that, a lot of emotions. And actually the architecture was being developed 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I worked at FinTech for unsecured lending, so I built this
Oh, yeah,
architecture
that's
around
right.
it that helps underwriters move through the origination stages much efficiently using AI.
Yeah.
So one will search OCR and tell you, hey, underwriter, look at these places, and you have to request for more document or not.
Yeah.
But the customers are always getting notifications and they have the status, so they have more control on what they need to give you ahead of time. So now you're cutting like a 2 weeks worth of underwriting into under an hour,
Right.
even if you wanted to do it.
Just from a communication perspective, just the automation of sending communications.
Yes.
Just that one thing, just that one variable, that one
Correct.
time saving variable, right, was probably such a huge impact in that entire workflow.
Oh, yeah.
Just that one
absolutely.
thing.
That one thing. And that document that I created, it was a plan for Finablocks and the design. Somewhere in that document 3 years ago, I wrote agentic AI.
You did not. Did you
And
write down agentic?
Yeah, I typed agentic AI in that document,
Did you
and
really?
I don't know how I did it. I think it was just like, oh, you know what? These are probably AI agents that talk. These are agents.
Yeah.
But agentic AI? I scared myself. I was like,
Did you look into the future? Is that what you did? You were like, agentic.
I feel
And you
like
came
I
back?
did. I feel like I did.
You might have. Was it in a dream?
I'm so consumed. I was so consumed
Yeah.
for the last 3 years on processes
Yeah.
that you don't have to build workflows for. How can we solve that problem? So I'm always thinking about this thing when it comes to my software or all the design. There's so many whiteboard drawing.
Yeah.
Is that how does a customer go from one stage to another? And what is the why in between, right? And that's what I was focusing on. I was like, what if the AI answered the why? That means you can go from A to Z much faster.
Oh, of course. Of course. Yeah, the reasoning, if you put all that reasoning in between, all
Yes.
that, and there's all that time, right? So what are the pro cons for this particular thing, whatever the situation is or whatever you're trying to solve? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's freaking cool, man. So Army, you got into Johns Hopkins.
John Hopkins,
John Hopkins,
yeah.
excuse me. And then, so you decided not to go, though.
No, I dropped off.
Okay, but you started there.
Dropped out,
You
yeah.
dropped out. I think there's been, we've had a couple CEOs on here that have done the same thing, that have started a program, realized it is just too slow, because you can learn exponentially faster when you're in the marketplace yourself, engaging in work, engaging in activity, finding customers, solving problems, which you
Correct.
clearly can do, and learn.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you've been running ever since, it sounds like.
Yeah, and a lot of things didn't make sense to me. If I'm trying to get a degree on artificial intelligence, I understand that I need calculus,
Yeah.
but it was
Where
too
you-
much calculus.
Where are you going to apply the calculus in AI?
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's fantastic, but it wasn't moving as fast.
Are you going to calculate the area under the curve for your ROI?
Probably not.
No.
Unless I have to.
Pull out the integrals? No.
I'll just make a machine learning,
You'll have an
take
AI
care
solve
of
it for you?
Yep.
Exactly.
Better things to do with your time.
I wouldn't even write code. I'll just ask ChatGPT, hey, this is what happened. What do you think?
Yeah. All right. So, Ray, you want to go through the meetup story? How did we meet, Rafsan?
Well, we were introduced by a mutual client, And we had talked about, opportunities, and there's just such a great match here, right? We have the telephony and you have the communication piece. And, in our world, communication is just paramount to our business. And,
It has to be.
Yeah, it has to be. And, we're looking at replacing Twilio for folks, because we have the telco relationships. We have the registration with the telcos. We have the SMS.
Yeah.
Right? We have all these communication tools at our disposal, and Rafsan and team can just API, right? When there's a need for a call or a need for a message, you could just, send that as an API request, and we can fulfill that and make your life a little bit easier and less expensive.
Yeah.
A lot easier.
A lot easier.
When I first thought about this software, when I got discovered by the big telco, right? And I didn't know how big they were. They were like, Rafsan, we like your agentic information that you have about AI agents, and we want you to make a marketing agent. I was like, cool. But they were scared to invest because they don't know where AI is going. They were like, let's hold off.
Yeah.
Let's talk next month. So I just gave them consultation since January last year.
Right.
And on March, that's what I realized. I was like, you know what? I'm doing all these architectures, diagrams, and AI agents. Might as well just go all in and build out this software. And however, there was one thing that hit me that the CEO of Jeff Bezos said that, there are some truths that are always going to be there. You will always buy a gift during Christmas, and you want those in packages to come to you as fast as possible. So find that the truth that is always going to be there and follow that. So the week before or a few days before, the telco goes ahead and asks me to analyze a lot of fiber optic cable data, right? And they're like, can you enrich it? I'm like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just having fun. I'm not even charging them. I'm like, I'm glad to be here to be able to help you.
You're solving problems.
Absolutely.
Right. You're learning.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Learning. And I went to CVX Expo, so many different places. So I realized, follow that fiber optic cable.
Yeah.
Wherever it goes, follow it.
Follow the fiber.
And then when I said marketing, follow that phone. Follow that SMS.
RIP. Rest in
RIP.
peace. You can
Revenue
rest.
Intelligence Platform.
That's it.
And I'm like, I'm going to monetize everything because our SMS is, how do you monetize that? How do you follow the internet? It's always going to be there. So let's build something that can communicate to you simply.
Yeah.
And that's all it takes that can drive value.
Now, how did you start with card? How did you start with that?
Oh, the digital business
Digital
card?
business card. Please explain that to people in depth so people understand what it is, first of all.
Yes.
Please.
So digital business card is a technology that is designed to communicate business products to business customers. So these are business customers. They own businesses. They don't have much time. And this card is designed to communicate those hyper-personalized 5 to 6 products. What I mean by hyper-personalized is just like Netflix.
A
right?
high-value product to them.
High-value product, yeah, based on intent.
Right.
Like Netflix, right? If you like a certain type of genre, it's going to start showing you more. But then how do you do hyper-personalization on outreach?
Yeah.
And we have the agents. We have research agents. We have all that. So I leveraged all that, and I'm like, you know what? It'll just sort the product. And you know what? We'll cap it to only 5 products. And here's the thing. We always say to business customers, come visit my site and see what solutions. But there's a million solutions. They probably need 1 or 2 that they want to purchase, 2 max. And what if you had the power to just go to their email inbox and communicate that, which you do.
Yeah.
But once it opens up like CarMax, like you have like 1,000 million cars to choose from. But instead of that, there is something that just talks to you. There is an AI. So it has a built-in AI that you can speak to.
Right. 5
products. You can add sponsored advertisements. If you have ever used the Uber, right? When you're waiting, you see video ads and stuff. I started following that trail. I was like, that sounds interesting. But you have to keep it very simple. The words need to speak to the persona. Who is he? CEO, COO? So the digital business card does that. And they program the AI in a way where it needs to book you or schedule you something quickly.
Right.
So it answers you very short and say, hey, schedule a call. And it has your email. It has your phone number. So you're only tapping. In fact, the AI, I was hesitant to add like the keyboard typing, so I put text to speech to text.
Right.
I was like, you never have to type anything. You just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, unless you're in a room full of screaming kids.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, that doesn't work.
I know.
very well.
I mean, I'm on the bank. You know, I'll call a bank, or you're in your speech-enabled platform at the whatever financial institution or whatever you're calling for support, whatever it is, and then the dog will bark.
Yeah.
Somebody will yell, "Dad," you know, and I'll be like. And then, of course, the speech-enabled platform will say, "I'm sorry, I didn't understand that.
Right.
Can you try that again?"
The iPad would go off. Oh, this is where you can find this restaurant. I was like, I wasn't even talking about a restaurant.
Yeah.
That happens especially in important meetings. You say something, and the iPad goes off. Awkward.
Thank you, Siri. Poor Siri. She gets so beat up these days.
What happened to Siri?
They didn't invest any money into it. We actually have a theory that maybe Apple is taking any of those dollars that we have contributed and reinvested in a Siri. They're just going to skip that investment process and just go right to their next AI release, whatever that thing is going to be.
Yeah.
Apple AI, that's what they call it. Of course, that
it'll probably be an integration with someone. I don't know. I'm curious to hear what you would have to say. I mean, they certainly have the memory CPU architecture that's conducive for
the user base.
Yeah.
And the user base. Yeah, but you got to take Siri from where Siri is now to, something real.
It's stuck in 2018.
Yeah,
Actually, it got worse.
Siri stayed in third grade. She couldn't make it out.
It got worse.
Got worse.
Apple. Oh my goodness. They could have done so much.
Yeah.
With with Siri.
Yeah.
And I mean, any company could have done so much with this thing. Think about it. You have an AI that you can improve.
Yeah.
And then, you can think big. You can be like, okay, if I land somewhere.
Put no feedback loop on it.
I have the weather app. I know the weather data. Yeah. What if it's raining and I tell you, oh, you're flying? Let me get you a Hertz.
Yeah.
This car would perform better when it's raining.
Get 10% on every transaction that comes through. And they can use their Apple Pay.
Yeah, they can use their Apple Pay.
Click,
I mean, we're giving free
advice here.
Apple, please hire us. Here's the thing,
strategic advice for Apple.
Yep. And the weather really, it's like, oh, you know what? Oh, we're running out of Toyota Camrys. You better get it now. It's going to be expensive later, right? Or things like, before I get into the plane, I'm ordering my food.
Yeah.
How crazy would that be?
That would have been great.
Yeah.
Tie into all the airlines.
Right. And Apple knows so much about its user base, the individual users. And, Siri has been listening for years.
Yeah.
So that hyper-personalization could be there.
Yeah.
Right? They should be taking advantage.
It should be a toggle button for Siri. Turn it on. I want all the things. I want the Uber and the meal and the Hertz or whatever. I want all of it. Mm-hmm. But people don't even have that choice, do they?
No, now they don't. It's overwhelming. So Apple was also trying to solve the search problem that I talk about, right?
Yeah.
And now you have millions and billions of apps. What kind of search will that solve for you?
Yeah, right.
Think about it. That many apps. So I think they have a bigger problem to solve.
Yeah.
And that's something that I see in really big organizations. Yeah. Is that you have already built platforms in a certain way. Now to go back and think different and add AI agents to optimize it, I'm seeing like you're just layering with another icing on the cake. It's not, the foundation needs to be updated, right? So
Absolutely.
That's the hardest thing to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was built years ago.
Siri stuck in third grade.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Can't get out. Can't graduate from third grade.
Yeah. And in the dialer world, Noah, you've really used the analogy of, well, we built this foundation. You wanted your house this way. You wanted your call center this way.
Right.
Well, we made these decisions early on, and that's the foundation. And then to go back and to bolt on top of it can be challenging.
Challenging and scary. Like
people think I'm crazy because we have bare metal. Right. We have servers everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Not virtualized.
Not virtualized. We have bare metal that we can run anything on.
Absolutely.
165 servers downtown Denver that just run and run and run. And one of the best facilities, I think, probably in the world. N+1 redundancy. There are all kinds of players there that I can't name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Follow the fiber optic cable.
Follow the fiber.
When you follow it, what happens, right?
Yeah.
All these buildings are on net. meaning they have internet enablement.
Yeah.
If you have internet enablement, means in these buildings you have power, enough power to sustain a data center. So what if I put few servers and storage in the basement, right?
And you run an AI agent or your platform in their building.
Yep. And now
Local compute.
Yep. And now people are, these tenants will be like, oh, okay, let me sign the lease for 2 years. Oh, yeah, sure. I'll get some compute, some storage.
Yeah. Yeah.
What would that be, right?
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, if you're a tech-enabled company, you need, easy solutions, and that is so good. You want, go into a place with fiber optic and, in the mini data center there, or do you just go to some, mom and pop building, and you have to sign up to get your own internet? And, copper fiber. No, it's
Who
copper.
knows, right? DSL.
Cloud is exhausted now. Honestly, have you seen how much
people are
cloud
coming back to
compute
data
costs?
center?
Exactly. Hardware.
Bare metal.
You can control it.
You can control that. And of course, you can also get replication with hardware, right?
Of course. HA, you can do all that stuff now. You just have to that's what Amazon made it easy for. Right. People that don't know how to roll out high availability, they don't know how to roll out clustered databases. Right. That stuff is complicated. It's not like it's not like you're taking a high school kid out of high school and saying, all right, build me a data center. They could do it in AWS. Right. They could build you your router. They can watch a YouTube video or whatever. But you tell them, hey, I need you to build a HA cluster on bare metal. What?
Yeah.
What button do I push?
Right.
What do I click? I don't see that option here.
What is this Linux operating system?
What is command line interface?
What are ports?
What are ports? Yeah, exactly.
Oh man,
I know.
It's so cool. I mean, in the Army, I got selected to go to this Knowledge Bridge program.
Yeah.
And it was an internship with Microsoft. So they started off us with like servers and ports and all that hardware.
Okay, the basics.
And then right in the middle, they shifted it to Azure because Azure was getting popular. And they're like, you know what? We have learned a lot about the servers and computing. Now let's learn about Azure.
Sure.
I'm like, wow, this is so simple now.
Yeah.
But
I know.
But we need
and also
basics.
a marketing campaign. It sounded like.
Oh yeah.
Azure, right?
Yeah.
They're marketing to you while you're in class.
Oh yeah.
This is the
For
tool
sure.
to use. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't know. It's not like I don't trust these virtualization centers, whatever they call it, AWS services, a platform as a service. I don't know if I don't trust them, but I sure have seen them go down a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon,
They
a
do.
lot. This year, last year, multiple times, hours of outage.
Oh yeah.
Some developer hits the wrong button.
Done.
Or an AI engine was allowed to make a configuration change.
That code change that happened just last week or 2 weeks ago, right?
Data leak. Hackers are getting smarter because it's easy to write code.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? I was thinking about this. What if we just dug underneath again in this
To go to
commercial
the
building?
fiber.
Yeah, and
Put a fiber splice on.
put an actual physical enclave with drilled in or whatever you call burnt encryption.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Where is it going to go? You have an enclave that's huge.
Yeah.
And you have literally chips and all that stuff like burnt in there that will protect your company.
Yeah.
So do you really need,
I know.
can you filter everything through it?
It's not like we don't use virtualization services like
Right.
AWS. We do use them, right?
Yeah,
but we use them for very simple things, not mission critical stuff.
Right. Well,
But
tasks.
I use them for monitoring our network, monitoring all the servers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So outside monitoring, right? That makes sense to me.
Oh yeah.
Very simple, very low cost, out of our data center. So we've got a point of view that is not, oh, nothing's wrong. It's always communicating with all of our gear all the time. And then every once in a while, we'll get an email string that comes through and 87 emails will come through and all these servers are down. We're like, well, we know that's not true.
Uh-oh.
So, we'll have our monitoring server will lose connection somehow or over BGP or just internet or whatever it is. But a minute or two, it's not like it's impacting us at all, but we can see it gives us a visibility of how the internet is working at that particular time, right?
Oh, yeah.
Did the internet break between San Francisco and Denver? Clearly,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or something happened there. Because these will happen midday, 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine. You
All of a
need to
sudden.
have some sort of hybrid backup, or else.
Oh, I mean, we do.
It
We've got all these backups internally. and
Absolutely.
We've got 2 points of presence, 3 points of presence inside the data center. So they all have different entry points. And the data center is N+1 redundancy, right? This thing has been up for 14 years,
Amazing.
zero downtime. They'd had one outage on managed internet about 7 years ago. But it was a BGP reroute, and that takes about 10 or 15 minutes to do. That's what we've had. That's what we've had for outage here at MyCallCloud. Knock on wood, right?
Oh yeah,
That's right.
I mean, how are you finding the virtualization services? What do you use commonly?
AWS for our
Most.
platform. AWS.
Yeah.
And I like it because you're able to build faster and
Of course.
easier,
Yeah.
right? And it helps so many people because students can now just spin up AWS instances. They get AWS credits to just test and stuff. So
Right.
it gives you a lot of information. But
It lets you build and play and
Oh, yeah.
test and sandbox and do all the things you want for very low cost.
But it's becoming a problem again, just like the Apple Store. You have too many services in AWS, way too many services in Azure. And some companies and platforms operate out of hybrid cloud system.
Yeah.
So you have your infrastructure deployed to talk to storage from blob storage from Azure, let's say, and then
Yeah.
the compute graviton from AWS. And how do you manage those things, right? And it's almost like,
Blob storage.
yeah,
What a fun name.
right? Like, where'd you get that from?
Yeah,
Like a
let's figure out a
blob?
better name for that. Blob.
That's a
A
great.
blob. Yeah, it's like, blob. That's interesting,
It's like RIP.
Yeah, right?
Interesting.
Still water. Reminds me of still water.
Yeah.
What if there's like a blob monster coming out of still water? Get under some commercial building that's been abandoned.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man. That's funny. My imaginations, huh?
So AWS, you use a bunch of different services, it sounds like.
Correct.
Yeah.
So for the AI,
Yeah.
it's whole new tech stack. Like, I kid you not, for the voice agent itself, we use like 7 different tools.
Do you really?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
how the voice.
Yeah, don't give the secret sauce away.
Yeah,
but yeah.
no worries.
Yeah.
Everybody knows 11 Labs, but but there are some special sauce that we have.
Why is 11 Labs so good? Why are they the market leader?
I really think that's because they wanted to focus on one thing and one thing solely, is that voice and speech to text.
Yeah.
And then, but they're not leader. I wouldn't say they're good at speech to text.
Okay.
But then there's also DeepGram.
Okay.
They're really good at speech to text, their entire platform, right? So that really depends.
So would you use DeepGram for speech to text and then feed it into just for that purpose? Or would you want voices back from DeepGram?
So I would want speech to text from DeepGram, and then
okay.
11 Labs for the voice
For the
to
voice
make it
output.
sound like a person, like a guy or a girl, whatever.
Yeah, but how do you put all those things together and make that seamless without much latency? How do you do that?
That's been a challenge for a while.
That's been the challenge for everybody that's
For
doing
everyone.
AI voice stuff.
And the problem is, you go to a bar, very loud bar, and the AI calls you, and it's confused.
Yeah.
It-
Just like the screaming kids or the dog.
Exactly. And it's like, it just stops.
Yeah.
It just stops.
It just dual personality or
Yeah.
what did we call it the other day? Split personality
Split personality.
or
yeah.
bipolar
Yeah,
AI agents, right?
Yeah.
Something of that nature.
Yeah.
You're forcing them to hallucinate. And I was going to say that DeepGram processes more voice than Google Voice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they process a lot. They're sort of the quiet dark horse underneath that a lot of people don't.
Speech to
recognize.
text industry leader for sure.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine. I mean,
Yeah, Google Voice is huge.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Google Voice is good too.
Yeah. Oh, they're very good.
Very
Yeah.
natural sounding.
But I noticed this pattern with voice agent companies that they often have to either re-request something, right? There's some latency somewhere that's introduced. Something is not responding for 2, 3, 4 seconds, whatever it might be, right?
Yes.
And then they have to offload that request to something else if it doesn't respond back within half a millisecond or 500 milliseconds so that the conversation can stay fluid,
Right.
right? It's just really interesting that that's the biggest problem now is that the response time for maybe not DeepGram specifically, but a provider that's offering speech to text, and you need that text payload in order to feed it into your LLM or into the agentic piece of your workflow.
Yes.
So that it can analyze and then reason and then do something. All of these things rely on seamless communication, right? They cannot have any latency or very little.
Yeah, I mean, it has to process so much. Your emotions, the sentiment, inflection of voice, it's just get overburdened. But I think we're very close to solving that problem.
You think so?
I see AI voice, especially for my revenue intelligence platform.
Yeah.
I see AI voice being used just like a very quick search to see if this product is a good fit for you or not.
Yeah.
So when we send out the digital business card, it has like call now button or call me in 15 minutes or 30, or you can schedule it. The way I see it is that you see some product you like, you call and you ask it questions. Hey, how does it fit my industry?
Yeah.
I have a construction technology business and it tells you XYZ. Let me transfer you to a sales rep.
Now, when did you launch, I'm going to call it DBC, Digital Business Card,
DBC.
which is a nice one.
Yeah,
Also stands for Denver Beer Company.
Oh, yeah. And I thought about Q card,
Q card,
Orion Q card,
Yeah.
DBC.
DBC. So when did you release DBC? When did you release that digital business card product service?
October last year.
And then tell me about your users today.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
This is a big surprise.
So digital business card, we started working on it since October. What I dreamed of is monetizing SMS and text, because people don't think about it. In text, you send a text and you're like, they're probably not going to respond, because you get texts like, hey, do you want $150,000 loan?
Yeah, you're right.
No context what the company is. Do I trust you? Why should I give you my social security?
No story.
Nothing. No story. So I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I think the future is digital business card for B2B, for product. And it's also the first thing when I said presentation. How do you present that stuff? So it was a challenge to design it, because the UI, they changed. They're like, Rafsan, I don't understand it. And why would it go there? And finally we did it. And we started handing out our demo software and digital business card to businesses for the last 2 months.
Yeah.
And we saw spikes in digital business card usage. I mean,
How many people did you hand it out to? A dozen, 20, 30, something like that?
Honestly,
Yeah.
like 8 to 9 companies.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
And you know what I did? I did not set a limit for the SMS. Like, you got one of the softwares, right?
Yeah.
And you can go send as many SMS as possible. And I told my engineers, they're like, well, Rafsan, we should limit the demo. I was like, no.
Let it go.
Let them have fun. Let them send it to their, parents, friends, and see what. But little did I know.
And what happened?
Yeah, a little share button there.
The
right
share
there.
button.
Yeah, and what happened was last week, Sunday, I wake up, Google Analytics for the first time. I wanted to see digital business card because I wanted to see the session time. What are they scrolling?
This is the app. These are the analytics for your app.
Analytics from Google Analytics for the app, right? I wanted to see, like, what are they doing with it? Oh my goodness. 4,500 active users and with session time. Good session
Using
time.
the app.
And they're also talking to the LLM. They're trying to do scheduled calls. And then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Sunday last week. Oh my goodness, 8,375.
So we're talking about 100% growth in less than a week.
I think it was like 1,036% growth in less than a week.
1,036?
From 15th, we really
Sorry.
started, sending out from the 15th to now, like this month. And it's nuts, like, what happened. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, eventually you're going to have to make some change there related to how much people can use the SMS, but not today.
Yeah,
Not
not today. Businesses will have control over SMS, and we will limit it. Of course, we don't want to limit SMS.
Right.
We run by Q tokens. So you just purchase more Q tokens, and now you can send out 1,000 more SMS.
Right.
And we left things very flexible in our platform.
Okay.
Just buy more Q tokens, and these are charged through AI actions, right?
And you can
Whatever
just
it's doing.
use, can you just use any of the services on your platform with Q tokens? Was that the theory?
All the services in our
All of them.
platform,
Yeah.
Q tokens.
Yeah.
And our platform, I want customers to think of it as an experience, Because revenue context graph is not built over time. And what it is that, we're hearing context graph now. These are new terms.
They are.
Right? And it's a technology that sits on top of all your tech stack, CRM, product, database, and all that, and helps you connect the dots. So for us, we're a revenue intelligence platform, revenue context graph. Now we're connected to the CRM wherever the customer data is, customer talking to the AI live, and we see that, we understand it, and then the AI is guiding you through the next step.
Yeah.
So making all the difference. And the thing is, you're going to be interested in searching. We have like a lead level search. So, okay, before I outreach, what type of person is this?
So before you get down that path, tell people what problem that's solving, because this is important for people to understand this context.
Yes, this is very important.
Yeah.
So digital business card solves a search problem. We're always searching for information, but it also solves a presentation problem. You, as a business, you have many services. And you want customers to look at all your service and pick the right one.
Right.
But we don't have time right now. If I'm a business, I don't really have time to go through the entire website.
Right.
So we short it, we make it, keep it simple. Our digital business card can only hold 4 to 5 products with video advertising if we need to.
Right.
Hyper personalized. Our research agent goes out there, searches about the person. A good example is if a company is searching for an AI agent developer to build their RFP documents or that can generate invoices.
Yeah.
Revenue intelligence platform.
Yeah.
Anything that talks to customers. So we sort those products, just like Netflix, I said, the more intent. And we don't use just Apollo, or intent from the data provider.
Yeah.
We research it and give you enriched intent at that moment in time. You can hit refresh anytime you want, right? So yeah, it goes out there and they're like, oh, wow, yeah, I was looking for a revenue platform. Let me find out. Or if I'm a recruiting firm, I'm like, oh yeah, I was looking for a, AI agent developer for RFP and invoicing. Why not?
Yeah.
This is it.
And also, you can search internally in your business. That was the point.
Absolutely.
Right.
They can search. They have an AI for searching that guides them directly into like how it fits their business, leads.
Customer list, like you were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Lead level stuff.
Oh, yeah. Internal search. You search about your customer internally. You're getting analytics, their sentiment. What is the next step?
Yeah.
In fact, our AI sends you a message saying, hey, you're supposed to give them a pitch deck tomorrow.
Yeah.
You should prepare it today. So there's this notification, and the goal is what is the next step with the customer to make them progress to whatever the goal is, conversion. And also you have a global search.
Right.
Global search.
It's not limited to just your walls. Right.
No, it can be, it can be divided into multi-tenancy with different departments.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of intranet on steroids.
Yeah.
Plus all the external stuff, right? So your intranet is now an AI, potentially.
Yeah.
And it knows everything about all of your business services that you have, all of your customers, right?
Yes.
And then it'll put the dots together. Hey, you've got customers over here and here. They're duplicated. What do you want to do?
Oh, yeah.
You have 2 instances of Salesforce. Is this the right business course for you? What would you like to do with that? All these types of things I think you're going to probably start to see unfold as companies begin to use this tool more and more and more. You're going to just find these things.
Absolutely. And the coolest thing that I've discovered after looking at and studying these analytics, I started asking, how does that impact the SEO? Oh my God.
Yeah.
You have the share button is sharing the digital business card and SEO is running, right? And your company name is there. Your domain is attached.
Right.
More people share it, the more popular you get, the more SEO. I mean, it's just...
When did you add the share button?
The share button?
Was that a last minute thing, or was that planned all along for the app?
Like 2 months ago.
Yeah. You added it 2 months ago.
I was like, hey, add that share button, make it look nice so that people click on it and can send it to others.
And you put it right on the UI front.
Yes.
You don't make it hidden in a menu and none of that.
No, it's floating.
Sure.
It is always there. It's floating on the bottom right corner, right next to your thumb. You just share it. So now just like, any data modeling charts, like anytime they share it,
Yeah.
we build associations that this person shared it to their CEO, the CEO shared it to someone else, and it just goes.
And then you have a visual UI for that you were talking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. A visual UI. Well, I'm trying to build another type of UI where you can see like, nice animated moving little balls connected with a string or something. Like
Sure.
This is how, so you can track, right?
Yeah.
How many people got shared to, where does the pyramid start? Or
Such a ripple effect.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's really the goal.
Yeah.
And the goal is to make life easy for the executives and their sales teams. Really, I want them to have authentic relationship with business customers. You have a research ready. Let's say you have 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do in that 30 seconds? Our AI agent sends you a notification. Hey, I'm about to transfer this call. You already have the research document there. It's called Account Intelligence System. So you go in there, you learn which product it recommends, why, what is they do, what is the recent post,
Yeah.
and the articles. Boom, the call comes in and you know every single thing that the customer talked about with that AI or over SMS. So the customer does not have to repeat themselves.
And what does that help? Business outcome
Oh, yeah.
all the time.
Significantly. Great
Established
business. Yeah.
trust too, right? These guys paid attention.
They took notes. They learned. They
Yeah.
learned me.
They
Yeah.
care.
It creates that space and that time to really love your job,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you'll be able to pay attention to your customers. And if I'm a big client, I would love that attention for me. I don't have to
course.
explain over and over again what I said to that support. And the thing is, the card is for the entire life cycle of that client.
Right.
So if they there's onboarding, that little AI, it becomes a support agent.
Right.
Let's say you bought like 500 Go High level seats. You need support from XYZ company.
Yeah.
You have the digital business card, you talk to it, it provides you support, opens up some ServiceNow ticket. Now the developers are fixing it right away.
Right.
How long did that take versus you calling on help desk? Hello, 35 seconds,
Ridiculous.
35 minutes. You have to honor the customers.
Yeah.
That's
So
what it
true.
comes down to.
Yeah,
We
we-
have the technology. Please use it.
Yeah. It comes to that CX. And if the customers are well taken care of, what do they keep doing? They keep coming back. They keep finding more services.
Right.
All that.
Make it easy.
Yeah. I mean, one of our core things here, one of my policies at MyCallCloud is if it's less than 15 minutes, we're not going to charge you.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
If we can just do it simply, whatever the request is, if it's an easy, simple task for us to do, we're not going to, and eventually AI is probably going to do it anyway.
Absolutely.
These simple tasks,
Build relationship. That's the most important thing. I mean,
Right.
we're here because of the relationship that we have built.
Absolutely.
The brainstorming that we have done the other day at the coffee shop or over the phone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's the attention.
No, actually, it's the fun shirt, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
It's the fun shirt with the suit jacket.
yeah, the Hawaiian
right?
shirt.
It's not a button-up Oxford. It's a Hawaiian shirt
Hawaiian shirt,
or
yeah.
fun print or whatever.
I miss Hawaii. I was actually in Hawaii when
Yeah?
I was serving in the military. I lived there for 9 years.
Where were you stationed?
Schofield Barracks.
Okay.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
It's a beautiful place.
Yeah?
Beautiful area.
Were you guys close to the beach?
No, Schofield Barracks is up in the mountain, like it's up in the higher grounds.
Okay.
But you could get to the beach in like 30 minutes or
Okay.
an hour drive to Honolulu.
What did
But-
you like about Hawaii?
Oh man, where do I start?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll start, and you can chime in. I enjoyed the culture. I thought their food was excellent. The weather was a little, on and off for me, a little rainy here and there, but you could find dry spots on any island. I think that you're out there,
Yeah.
right? We took the road to Hana because we went to Maui.
Oh wow.
We took the road to Hana. It was beautiful, but it rains like 300 inches a year up there. Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. And then they have these channels that funnel all this water down onto the plains where they used to have all this fruit and vegetable that they don't have anymore.
Oh my goodness. It's beautiful.
So what do you like about Hawaii?
I love the air that you can go to the beach. You can have a cocktail. You can go staycation, we used to call it.
Yeah.
Go to a nice little hotel beachfront, stay for a night. And
Yeah, I really liked over at when I was in Hawaii. I really appreciated if I'm cold, I hop in the water and it'd warm me up. If I'm hot, I'd hop in the water and cool. It's just the right temperature all the time. And I'm sorry, you were saying that staycation, right?
Oh man.
Hold on, something's.
That's okay.
Just give me a second. I'm not even going to cut this out. I'm just going to reseat this cable. This camera's acted up on us 2 times now.
Hello. There you go.
We'll see if that stays on a little longer.
We'll see. There's no rush. I have time today.
So staycation, you're living in Hawaii, working as a mechanic, heavy equipment diesel mechanic, and then you'd be able to go down with your buddies and stay for a weekend in a hotel down at the beach.
Absolutely. Go stay in a hotel down at the beach, and then, walk to the beachfront at night, have some cocktails. There's some nice beach bars, music, and it really helps you cool off, think about different things. But the air, love it. I mean, I love experiences. So I would walk in Honolulu like 5-6 times, even though I've seen it so many times, and I would always have different experience.
Oh yeah,
I love Hawaii, and the thing is, I got an opportunity to live in Pearl Harbor.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was a big deal because you had to apply for it as a soldier. Like if you're
you were going to be part of the Army.
Yeah. So
at Pearl Harbor.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
if you get like housing, right, BAH, you can apply and stay in other communities. So I was staying next to Schofield, but I decided to try Pearl Harbor. There was like a 1.5 year wait time. Mm-hmm. So we finally got approved, and
it was time for you to leave.
It was the most beautiful experience ever.
You got to go to Pearl Harbor and live
there in their housing. You get out of the house, and the stars and the moon. It's just mind-blowing.
No light pollution, or very little.
No, right? It's beautiful. And then you can just go into their base and then go to the beach that are hidden away. They're much cleaner. I mean, and then you can go paddleboard for like $15 for 4 hours.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. The stars, people don't understand. The stars in Hawaii are incredible.
They are.
You can because there's no light pollution around Hawaii, and then I think in Hawaiian culture in general, they don't want big street lights everywhere. The building code in Hawaii. Now, maybe not in Honolulu, but in surrounding areas, they don't have like gigantic street lights or things lighting the dark ways.
No,
right?
No, not everywhere. I mean, in Honolulu, it's lit up, right?
Yeah, right.
But as you go in the other directions, no, they don't have lights. There's not much light pollution.
Very little.
There's lots of birds in Mililani, though. I used to live in Mililani. It's close to Schofield Barracks.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Parrots.
I mean, it's tropical. Hawaii is tropical.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure you learned a little bit about the history of the Hawaiian Islands and the king.
Yes.
Right? And all that stuff, because you got to learn about all that stuff when you live there.
Oh, yeah. You get to learn that. I actually went to Hawaii Pacific University.
Oh, you did?
And I learned about Hawaiian plants.
Okay.
Different kinds of Hawaiian plants. They I forgot some of it, but I still have the book, and I connected with it. It was very interesting to see the technology that they thought of. Well, for irrigation.
Right.
So they would sketch out. They would have water that would go down in levels and water all the plants perfectly.
Yep.
And the ecosystem they have built was amazing, and it makes me think how advanced they were when it comes to.
Well, Hana, that's exactly what they did up there, right? They built all these irrigation channels that allow all this rain that hits up there not to just roll down the hill, but be captured, channeled, go to the farm fields that are up on the hill, right? And then eventually make its way down to the lowlands where most of the farming was happening, right?
Oh, yeah. The scariest thing that I've done in Hawaii? Stairways to Heaven.
Stairways to Heaven.
From Tripler.
Okay, I don't know this this trek. Tell us about it.
Stairways to Heaven. There is a staircase that was built in, say, before 1970s. Soldiers used to use that because it was a comms tower. Okay. When the World War II was going on. Okay. So they would have to climb so high up there, and it's a very tall mountain if you look up Stairways to Heaven. So in Hawaii, there's 2 ways you can get to the Stairways to Heaven. Directly from the staircase, or you can take the other way, which is from Tripler, the mountain range in Tripler. And of course, the guys that I was with, they always loved a challenge. But oh man, I was not ready for that.
You weren't ready for that?
I was not. I mean, I was fit back in the day, but wow, oh my goodness, that taught me something. I was so high up in there. And I don't know what to tell you. No worries. Yeah, that thing's so high up there. Yeah.
How often did you go up there?
Just once.
Just once?
Just once, and I never did it again. I was scared, but that was the most breathtaking experience
I bet
I ever had.
Oh my gosh.
I was high up.
Well, at least you got handrails.
But not on the Tripler mountain range. You don't have any handrails. You have this much to walk on. Literally, you're like this much, and then you have drops on your left and right, and it's muddy. So it was scary. And I remember I just had one thing in my head. It's like, as you're climbing up, don't look down and don't let go of the grass. Because sometimes as you're climbing up, you're literally holding on to grass.
What?
Like, yeah. And you're just like steep, so steep.
And this just open to the public now? People can just go do that?
Yeah. So the path I took was the mountain range. This is the easier path, the staircase. You just climb the staircase because there's a railing. So, but the way to get down is not the mountain range side. It's very difficult, almost impossible. So I got down from the staircase.
Okay.
And it was just raining. It started pouring.
Oh my God.
I recorded all that in GoPro.
So you're climbing the stairs and then it starts raining on you when you're going down?
Yes. And it's slippery.
Yeah.
And you know, you could see me talking to myself.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What am
I'm
I doing?
4,000 feet holding onto this staircase is completely vertical. There's this one point completely vertical, and it's endless amount of stairs going down. So you could hear myself.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on here, but you want to like restart the camera maybe? Why behind this one? No worries. We'll try it a little again. It says charging, so what are you charging? Why are you turning off? I have no idea. Charging, battery cable. We're at 52 minutes. So we're doing pretty good. Oh, yeah.
Let's see how much time we get out of this. I don't know.
Absolutely.
So you didn't fall.
No,
You're here today.
I didn't fall. And actually, the friends that I came with, they wanted to stay there for like 4 or 5 hours.
What?
And I was exhausted. And I'm like, I can't stay here for another 4 or 5 hours. I need to go down.
These are your army buddies?
Yeah, these were my army buddies. So I was like, you know what?
Who's got the bigger dick?
I'm gonna take my phone and I'm.
And then it cuts you off.
He's like, hey. That was fun.
I don't know what's going on here. What are these cameras turning off for, David?
Yeah, it's got mine of his own.
Power supply?
I don't know what's going on. Maybe it is power supply. Maybe I need to plug it into something different. I don't know. The switcher works fine. We just got to figure out why these cameras are turning off. Camera, what are you doing? We'll have to figure
That's
that
full
out.
charge.
I know. That's what I see there too. That's what I see on his camera. Anyway, so you didn't die.
No, I didn't die. And I was talking to myself all the way down.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And that's one important lesson I learned. It's like sometimes you're going to go through scary times. And to do that, you empower yourself, basically.
You got to do hard things.
You got to do hard things.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad I did Stairways to Heaven. They shut that thing down.
Oh,
you
did
know
they?
that, right? Yeah, last year. Before last year. Now no one can climb it from the legal stair.
Was there accidents or was there deaths or something?
There's always deaths and accidents there, especially when you take the Tripler mountain range. But I think they shut it down. They just thought it was too many tourists were going there and they couldn't maintain the staircases.
Oh.
They actually spent $1 million shutting it down. They could have used it to fix the staircases. Like, why would you do that?
$1 million to shut it down?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know what
Fear
they spent.
of liability over.
Fear of liability. I think they were like pulling guards, putting, stops and gates. All across
human. They spend a
mountain
bunch of money
range.
on humans.
Humans, yeah. So
Should have put an AI up there.
I know, right? Watching every day. Hey,
if you go up here, you might die.
Yeah.
Sign this release form.
Oh yeah, or if you go up there, $14,000 because now we potentially may have to rescue you.
Is that what it is? 14. So there was a disclaimer at the bottom.
No, there was no.
There wasn't. Oh, but there should be.
Well, there should be. Yeah, to climb these stairs, you must pay for this insurance policy.
Yeah.
It's a short-term insurance policy that you must agree to.
Yeah, but if you need Fly for Life or something, we're going to charge you.
I mean, there's a lot of signs where the staircase is on my way out.
Yeah.
But there's no signs on the Tripler side on the mountain range.
Oh, of course.
It's just like open mountain. I don't even know how we navigate
Dirt
that.
and mud.
Dirt, mud, and it was 3 a.m. in the morning. It was dark.
At 3 a.m.
3 a.m. in the
What
morning.
were you guys doing up there at
hiking.
3 a.m.?
Well, you wanted to be there for the morning
sunrise.
Yeah, it took us about 9 hours to get to the.
So you started the
peak.
night before.
Yeah, so it took a while, and I mean that's the toughest thing.
You
I've
started
ever
at 6 p.m. and arrived at the top at 3 a.m.
No. I started at 3 a.m. in the dark.
3 a.m. in the dark.
In the dark, we started climbing.
Oh my god!
And then what I saw was, oh my goodness, we only have this much. At first, you thought it was safe because everything was dark. You couldn't see anything.
Do you have a headlamp on at least?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. We're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah. No worries.
I'm gonna turn this back off and back on, and we'll wrap it up, and then I'll figure out what the fuck is going on with this.
Yeah, we'll have you back in a few weeks.
Yeah, we'll have you back in a month.
Absolutely.
2 months.
Hello.
There
you go.
All right, Rafsan from OrionQ, CEO and founder. Booyah.
Thank you for having me here.
You're welcome,
This was
man.
a pleasure.
We'll have you
Thank
back
you,
again. We'll have some more conversation. And good luck to you, man.
Hell yeah. Can't wait. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.